Joshua Mosher, Joshua Mosser.
And your position and class at AC?
I'm a wide receiver and safety, and I'm a senior.
And you got injured last year.
Yeah, I tore my MCL.
Yeah. All right. So when you take a look at this AC team, I mean, over the last, I want to say like 8-9 years, you guys have had a consistent level of excellence.
Yeah.
What's going to be the key for you guys sustaining that level and even maybe taking it a step further in 2020?
I think senior leadership is one of the things that we need to continue, because throughout the past 7-9 years, we've had really strong seniors that have led the team to our caliber, and I think that just needs to continue with our grade. We have a couple. We don't have a ton of seniors, but they're pretty solid, so we're going to try to lead our team.
Yeah, you mentioned you played receiver, so tell me about this offense. Who are some of the guys that are going to be stepping into bigger roles, and what are some of the keys for you guys to put up kind of the numbers we're used to seeing?
Yeah. So our running backs are all returners, so we know what we're doing there. But we have a couple holes in our line, and so Zach Worm and a couple of those guys are going to need to step up on our line, because when our line goes, that's our offense, because we're a big, heavy run team. Receiver, I don't get a whole ton of action, but occasionally we'll do a pass here and there. So
when you look at the ACAC, I mean, South Adams had a great season last year. Adams Central is always good. You look across the board, Jay County's got a really good new coach.
Yeah.
Woodland's on the way up. Heritage is going to be on the way up sooner than later. So the level of football in this conference continues to rise. How do you go about meeting every Friday night knowing you're going to get everybody's best shot?
Yeah, so it's kind of intimidating, because we're one of those teams that everyone's out to get, because us and South Adams have really dominated the conference the past couple years. So we just got to go out knowing every game that the teams are going to bring it all. So we got to bring our all every single Friday night.
Perfect, man.
Thank you.
Good luck, man. I'm glad to see you back. All right. First question is, could you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Yeah, Corbin Hershey, Corbin Hirschy.
And your position in class at AC?
I'm D tackle, offensive guard in class of 2022 at Adams Central.
Okay, man. We were just talking about it. Offensive line makes Adams Central's offense go. What's the key for you guys doing your job up front? How is this offensive line shaping up as we head into a new season?
Well, we got a lot of returners coming back, a lot of young guys who have good potential. We just need to keep working hard and doing what we need to do.
Who are some of the guys on the offensive line that are returning and that are going to be playing big roles this year?
I am Zach Worm. We got a lot of sophomores coming back. So Braden Moon. We got another guy in my grade who's Brian Gerard. So we got a lot of good guys.
If there was one area or one lesson maybe that you guys learned from last season as a whole that you can apply this year, what do you think that is?
Senior leadership. We really need to work hard on senior leadership, because good leadership makes a good football team.
You look at the ACAC, it just continues to get better. You know, you and South Adams have kind of dominated the last couple of years, but Woodland's getting better, Heritage is getting better, Jay County's going to get better. Knowing that the level of football continues to ratchet up all across the board in the ACAC, how do you approach a conference knowing that every Friday night, it's going to play into a conference championship if that's what you want?
So we just need to keep working hard, playing how we play football, and just keep getting better.
What have you liked about this team in the offseason, conditioning, weightlifting, all that good stuff? What have you liked? And what's
the bonding time. We've really gotten tighter as a team, made friends. We've been getting stronger and faster than that, so yeah.
Final question, what's the biggest key for AC this year?
I feel like just playing our game, just moving the ball, scoring touchdowns, and stopping other teams.
Love it. Good deal, my man. Thank you. We'll see you out a minute.
Yeah, and I think we go back a lot to the 2019 team with some of the seniors on that group. This group of seniors were sophomores, and that group I really look at saying they didn't have a lot of talent collectively in numbers, but they just led. And I'm expecting a lot out of this group. They learned from that group how to lead and how to push a team, and I hope they can do the same. And I think tradition. I mean, we have a lot of tradition at Adams Central. We pride ourselves on that. We expect a lot from our players, and they expect us to expect a lot out of them. And I think they've grown up in that arena. We expect that, they expect it, and we hope that carries through to a good season.
You know, on the highlight zone with the highlights, we see the Macklins and the Blacks and the Hireleys. But a lot of it starts up front for Adams Central. So tell me about this offensive line and how that kind of directs where you guys are going to go.
Well, it's interesting because that's been kind of our focus this year. We thought last year, we have pretty much the same guys, the same line as we have last year. We lost a couple guys from last year, so we have a lot of experience there. And we felt that was kind of our weak point last year. We really struggled running the ball at times in bigger games, and so we needed to really bring these guys up and their level up a whole lot more. So really this summer that's been our big focus. It starts with Corbin Hershey, who you just interviewed before me. He's a big part of it. I mean, he's how he goes is how we're going to go. We're going to have some other young kids like Zach Worm, Cody Lotzenheiser. Those are Cody's a junior, Zach is a sophomore. We're expecting great things from him. Brian Gerard, who's a senior who has not played yet, we're expecting great things from him. He was not part of last year's group. So we're putting a lot of expectations on him. We're putting a lot of pressure on him because we love to run the ball. And if we can't run the ball, it starts with them. So for us, the key this year is getting us up front to be able to successfully come together and push that ball forward.
Over the last few years, you and South Adams have been kind of the class of the ACAC, but you look at Woodlands on the way up. Heritage, Coach Corbin is going to be on the way up. Grant Zagunda's is a great coach. I can imagine Jay County will be
proven coach. Yes.
So given that, there are no off weeks.
No.
Anymore in the ACAC.
And that's the way we like it. We really do like it that way. And we have some great coaches who are going to be raising the level of the talent that we have had in the ACAC. You know, it's been down the last few years. We're expecting it to get back up there because, you know, I know when I played in the 90s, I mean, it was a tough football conference. It was hard every week. It was give or take, and that's what we want to see. We want that to propel us forward. I mean, we need a strong conference. We need strong talent in that conference so that we can play well in the postseason, and we'll get there. It's going to be a challenge. There's no off weeks in the ACAC.
Final question for me: are there any goals or benchmarks that you guys have set for Adams Central heading into this season that you've discussed or that you have, maybe internally?
It's to be the best that we can be. I mean, it seems cliche, but that's really is. We want to be the best team on the field that night. So it's really one game at a time. We're not looking forward. We know we have some talent. We know that we potentially could be a good football team. We're not there yet. We got a long way to go. We got a lot of pieces of the puzzle to put together. So ultimately, what I like to stress is really that one game at a time and be the best during that one game, and hopefully that's going to propel us forward.
Love it.
Okay?
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.